Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm Monona's hair lady on the boards, and I am here today to demonstrate the baking soda bath. Let's imagine that this has got a buildup of everything from hair gel to shampoo, conditioner, whatever. The baking soda bath softens the water and helps it to be able to lift these products actually off the hair. So what do? Well, what do you need? First, you need your hair, and you need some baking soda, measuring cups, a 10 to 12 cup container. You will also want to have some shampoo and conditioner and a spray bottle. Looks a little like this, an 8 to 12 ounce spray bottle. And I'll show you what that's for a little later. To gather up all your stuff, and most important, your cup of coffee. Normally, we would be doing this around a sink. Before you do anything, always comb out your unit. And you have to do this very carefully. It sounds like I'm not doing it carefully, but I am. Be careful not to scratch your base, but you want to make sure your unit is combed out as much as possible. Now, what you want to do with your 10 to 12 cup container, you need about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of baking soda. Since this is about, this is a 13 cup container, so I'm going to use a little more than 1/2 cup of baking soda. Measure it out. You don't have to be exactly super precise. As you can see, I put about half. So you have a total of about 3/4 of a cup. Now imagine you're standing at your sink and once you put the baking soda in, you're going to put in water as hot as you can stand it. And that's very important because that helps the baking soda dissolve. Very carefully, just agitate the water so that the baking soda dissolves, and you'll know this because you won't see any of the white powder on the bottom. And you want to make sure that the baking soda is completely dissolved in the water because, again, you don't want the baking soda crystals in the hair. Now you want to place your hair in. So one more time, take your unit in your hand, making sure I got the center front here. Immerse the unit carefully. You do not want to agitate the unit if you can avoid it. And the reason you don't is imagine a fringed sweater in a washing machine. Agitating the unit in the water will act just like putting a fringed sweater in a washing machine. It will tangle up the fringe. It will tangle up the hair. Let it soak for about 4 hours, and what you want to do is pick up your container very carefully. Don't agitate it. Again, I can't stress that enough because it will tangle the hair. We have this unit that's been soaking. This one actually has only been soaking about, maybe 1.5 to 2 hours. You may be able to see where the unit is laying in the water with the base, it's called base up. It's actually kind of bold like this. We're going to take this over to the sink and rinse it out with, clear warm water, and then we're going to get ready to wash and condition. Take the unit, the center front, and you want to lift the unit very carefully, and as you do, you want to finger comb the unit as you bring it out of the baking soda. This is to help prevent tangling. Now again, don't pull on the base or anything like that. I'm rinsing through the base. And now I'm going to get ready to wash the unit. Now, you're going to need less shampoo than you normally would. Again, because of the baking soda. But you'll notice This is just simply, I'm washing this unit exactly the way I do my own. As I'm washing, I'm finger combing. But you see how much lather with how little shampoo? There was probably only a quarter size portion, about like that, on the entire unit. And as you can see, the amount of suds. I'm going to get ready to rinse. Now this is easier to do if you're working with a faucet as opposed to, you know, a stylist sink. Now sometimes your unit, depending on how old it is, will come out of the baking soda bath stiff. That's perfectly normal because you have taken all of the conditioner, all of the hair products and everything out of the unit. You've basically soaked it all out. After we get it dry, we're going to prepare it to go back on your head, and when it goes on your head, then I'm going to show you how I condition my units. You've finished washing your unit, and it's time to wrap it up in the towel. So take your towel and lay it out. Now this is how I do mine. Fold the towel over. It's a little like you would be drying a fine sweater. And then roll it up. See, you can see it's already started to wick the water out. As you can see, this really doesn't need to be brushed. You may need to brush out your unit just a little bit. And if you do it, I can't stress this enough, very, very gently. We're going to blow dry the unit. Ta-da! I usually have it on high, and I hold it because the temperature on my hand tells me if it's too hot on the unit. Now, at this point, it's more important to make sure that your cap is dry rather than the unit being completely dry. Now, I do my conditioning actually with the unit on my head. You've applied your unit, and you're waiting for your bond to set. Now, we're going to pretend the pins are the bond. Any intensifying conditioner is good for this. I recommend any of the Nearly Natural conditioners, or the one that works best for me is this Goldwell Carasilk treatment. This is the Ultra Rich Care with the red top. I highly recommend this. This is what I use all the time. You need about an 8 to 10 ounce spray bottle. This is an 8-ounce bottle. You want to fill it with hot water, but you don't want to fill it to the top. You want to fill it to right about here. You need to leave enough for about a tablespoon or so of conditioner. You're going to put in about a tablespoon. Yeah, I know it looks gross. You want to have the spray as fine as possible. You test your bond. Once it's set the way you like it, then what you're going to do is you're going to spray this on your hair. You're going to dampen your hair again. You don't want it drippy, but you definitely want the hair a little wetter than just plain damp. You should take your brush and very carefully brush your conditioner through your hair. The day after you've done this, when you get in the shower, you want to shampoo and you want to condition again. And your hair should feel just as soft, almost as soft as it did the day you took it out of the box. And that's what the baking soda bath can do for your hair. Taking all that goop and gunk out of there and giving you back the beautiful head of hair you got in the first place. Enjoy.